What's up, world? Welcome back to the Charge the Game podcast. And all I have to say right here on this lovely, my phone is ringing. All I have to say right now on this lovely Christmas Eve is here we go. How about them Dallas Cowboys, man? Doing Dallas Cowboy things, man. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is the first season, though I am a rival Eagles lover. I do love the Cowboys losing, but for some reason this season I found myself rooting to support the Dallas Cowboys only now because of Dak Prescott. I like Dak Prescott, man, and Micah Parsons. He's growing on me. I like Micah Parsons simply because I feel like he's a true kid that loves the game. You can see his passion, and I like his little podcast that he does. I won't take that from him. But I will say this. Those pressures mean zilch if you cannot get to the quarterback. And he just does not get to the quarterback against good to great teams like he does against those mediocre teams. And this is where the Dallas Cowboy fans have to look in the mirror and just be honest with themselves as they find themselves in another predicament exiting the playoffs early. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. You guys are going to say, how can you talk in your team, the Philadelphia Eagles, are playing like trash? Yes, this is true. But I also know that we survived a lot of our gauntlet. We lost the two games out of the 5-game stretch we went through. We lost against the 49ers and the Cowboys. A lot of it is mental, in my opinion, in the defense. The Eagles just don't have what it takes right now in the secondary, and also just going through a gauntlet. Like Michael Irvin said on Undisputed, he said the Philadelphia Eagles, when we were 11-1 now, he literally said we played 11 Super Bowls. That's a Hall of Famer. He looked at the game and said everybody's going to give the Eagles and the Chiefs their best shot. Look at our records, right? Everybody's going to want to play the Super Bowl champs or the team that made it to the Super Bowl as hard as they can because they want to see where they measure up against. So we are going to get everybody's best blow, and they have beat our ass. We are beat down, and right now it's looking like King Cutlets, aka Tommy DeVito, has a chance of beating us unless I see something miraculous tomorrow. I will be surprised. But I'm still going to root for those birds. Go Birds. But anyway, back to the Cowboys. Cowboys played a decent game, in my opinion. Dak just had no answers against that defense. They did a lot of masking. They did a lot of communicating, something that these Eagles don't know how to do nowadays. But it just goes to show, man, that Dallas is a fun team, okay? They're fun like Miami fun, except I don't understand why Dallas cannot get over the hump of beating teams that are literally like good teams. They beat up on these bad teams, and everybody in Dallas, remind you guys, I stay in Dallas. All of these people in Dallas like to poke their chest out. I go in the barbershop, they like to say, yeah, what them Cowboys do to your Eagles, or yeah, how about them Cowboys? Everywhere you go, I get it. But anybody with an eye for sports can tell that this was a front-running team. I said it. I said, at least with Philly, we may be losing, but I know what's beneath this losing layer. I know the grit. I know the identity. I know the blue-collar town type of football that we play. The reality of the Dallas Cowboys, they're spoiled, man. I'm sorry. I stay here in Dallas. I see them. I see these. I see these boys out a lot, man. They like to party. They like to have fun. They love the ladies out here. This is a Dallas. Let me tell you guys, all of Texas in general, but Dallas, the women here, oh my goodness. I understand Miami has a plethora of women, but man, the women here in Dallas, man, I mean all kinds of women that one man could only imagine. They love the Dallas Cowboy players. They love these, they love the what's this team? The basketball team. They love the Dallas Mavericks. And it's a playground for athletes. So you got that going, right? You're spoiled in the city. You're spoiled by the women. You're spoiled by your owner. There is no Jimmy Johnson type of head coach that makes you fear losing your job. None whatsoever. Even in the pregame, I was watching and reading some of the articles. the Cowboys legit had no answers to the media. When the media said or asked, hey, what do you think is going on? Why can't you guys win on the road? Dak Prescott goes out and said he just doesn't know, but they need to figure it out. Michael Parsons says it's mind-boggling to me. But Michael Parsons, you always get mad when the media criticizes and critique you, but here you go. You have a chance. Here you go. You heard that right. Here you go. Here you go. You have a chance to prove to the world why you should be Defensive Player of the Year. Like I told you guys, I like Micah and I like Dak. Dak has been proving himself. He just doesn't do it when it matters. But for the most part, he's a franchise quarterback. It is what it is. You're not going to get nothing better unless you guys want to try Trey Lance and see where they can get you. But I would say that Michael Parsons he disappears, man. These physical teams in Miami is a more finesse team, but they put together a good game plan to stop those guys. And Michael Parsons, he disappears against teams that make him nothing. They don't make him matter. You know, CeeDee Lamb got shut down going against Jalen Ramsey. You know, Jalen Ramsey lives for that type of head-to-head. And the Miami Dolphins, give them credit, man. You know, they played a lousy game. In my opinion, Tyreek didn't do too hot, but, you know, give them credit, man. They won the game. For a minute, I thought they were going to lose. I mean, it was a close game. I was expecting Miami to blow those boys out. We saw Jalen Waddle kept getting injured. But the Dallas Cowboys, the story remains the same. They cannot get it done. And what's worse? Here's a secret, Dallas Cowboys. The Detroit Lions are on fire. The Detroit Lions are on fire. And they licking those paws, ready to get to Dallas and make Dallas lose their first home game. I'm sorry. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about the Detroit Lions, but it's something about this game that they're going to play against Dallas that's going to tell me I just feel like Dallas is going to lose that game. Because let me tell you what losing does mentally. It makes you look like the Eagles. It makes you look like the Buffalo Bills. You got to shake that shit off, man. Buffalo Bills went through a stinker this season. And they shook it off. They fired the OC. And now they call fire right now when it matters. And they look like a totally different football team. Let's hope that the Philadelphia Eagles can catch fire in these next 3 games. Giants, Cardinals, Giants. And maybe they can find themselves to at least be able to compete. Because I know right now everybody's looking at San Francisco. The 49ers look like the team to beat. But anything can happen in the playoffs, baby. Anything. And if the Baltimore Ravens get to them, which is going to be a physical game, there will be key injuries. Believe it. Because it's going to be a very, very physical game. So we'll see how that unfolds tomorrow. Hopefully the Ravens win. Right? But yeah. Let's talk about the game itself, right? So I got an article I'm going to pull up here for you guys. And this is from USA Today. It says, Dallas Cowboys resign to playoffs starting on the road after loss to Miami Dolphins. And that's the wild part because you guys can't beat teams in the regular season on the road. Imagine that playoff atmosphere. Like, what do you Dallas football players think that's going to be like? You think you can't hear when you go in away stadiums. Wait till you get into the playoffs. You have people camping out 2 days prior, barbecuing, drinking, yelling, loud, aggressive. Your bones are shaking. You mean to tell me that this pretty-ass Dallas Cowboys team is going to be able to handle that? The only team I see being able to handle that is teams in the AFC, right? Because they are mostly proven in the NFC. And the only team in the NFC, which seems to be the only team to beat in the league, like I said, is the 49ers. They can go anywhere, looks like. So, yeah, if the Philadelphia Eagles can do that thing, looks like Dallas will be, once again, losing the NFC East to those stinking Eagles, right? Go Birds. That's what we do. And this is where they found themselves. So let's keep reading. It goes on to say, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott and coach Mike McCarthy looked helpless on the sideline. Woo! Watching the lead they worked so hard to gain on the road just disappeared with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left to play. and that was ugly. I'm not going to lie. Dak Prescott was desperate. He tried to run as much as he could. They just had his number. They knew not to let him get away. All you have to do is bracket CeeDee Lamb, and Dak Prescott will eventually have to beat you throwing it. And they knew that wasn't the case for this game. They had his number. It goes on to say, now the Cowboys are left to embrace a storyline they have been trying to avoid all season. The narrative about us not winning away is strange but true, unfortunately, star receiver CeeDee Lamb said after Dallas fell 22-20. Almost there. Okay? You guys almost was there. Hopefully you guys can get over this and beat the Washington Commanders. And that'll be another weak team that you do beat on the road, but unfortunately it just won't count. Going on, it says, Michael Parsons, I hate losing. I hate this feeling. I know we're such a better team. I don't know. What does your podcast say, Michael Parsons? Because you seem to have a lot to say. So guess what? You told the media that you don't like unfair criticism. Get ready for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, because you're going to be critiqued all week, right? Skip Bayless is going to have a frenzy on you guys. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see how ugly his Dracula face is going to look talking about you Dallas Cowboys, and you Dallas Cowboy fans are faced with reality once more. How about them Cowboys? Only for a little moment, the little momentum that you guys had is no longer there, right? So Michael Parsons, you had a lot to say to the media on your podcast. You always feel like you're targeted. Guess what? This comes with being on America's team, because I guarantee you this. Myles Garrett is miles ahead of you. He should, without a doubt, win Defensive Player of the Year, though. The stuff that this guy is able to do, this dude is dribbling the air basketball, making sacks. You are wide open, having pressures with no sacks, and then not tackling. Now, I saw when you got the tool today and you hit him. You're going to be able to do that. I mean, the guy, you're quick. You're a finesse player. You're a hybrid player, in my opinion. I think you're a linebacker, right? That's just what I think. I don't think that you are big enough to be an edge rusher, and I don't think that you're strong enough to go against those 300, 400-pound men weighing you down, man. They really need to just move you a linebacker and let somebody else rush, man. That's what I would try. I know they do that every now and then, but for the most part, that's what I would do. Because you do the same thing on third downs. You're going to line up and blitz. They know that. I can see that, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But a smart team is going to know how to go around that. So then you hear from the head coach. And this is Mike McCarthy. Let's look at this. It says, I think it gives you a good taste where we may have to go on the road, obviously, to get this done. Duh! Yes, you will. And that's what's going to make it worse. Because y'all are already tired. See, y'all are a great front-running team. The energy is great. All these players are, doing their thing. Guess what? I told all these Dallas Cowboy fans, and I've told you guys on my videos, I said, hey, when you guys go through the gauntlet we went through, you guys are going to lose a lot of key players. You guys are going to be beat up. You guys are going to be aching, and no matter how much they inject or the stuff that they give y'all in the locker room to mask those injuries, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're going to have players on the IR. You're going to have players saying they don't know if they can go. Guess what? Because as soon as they feel that first hit and those first few tackles, they're done for. And that's exactly what this Dallas Cowboy team is facing right now. And if they lose to the Detroit Lions, it's just best for them to go ahead and sit the starters, because they're definitely going to need that. And let me tell you guys this. This may not end well for the Dallas Cowboys. Mike McCarthy. This was supposed to be a contract for Dak. And this would have been fool's gold if the Dallas Cowboys had got through the season with, proving that they can beat on the road teams. This is embarrassing for the most part. This is embarrassing to Jerry Jones, and he has a lot of decisions to make. So you guys weigh in on this and let me know what y'all think. Hey, Cowboy Nations, you guys weigh in on this now. I really want to hear your input. Like I said, this was a mediocre game in my opinion. I think that it could have gone either way. The Dallas Cowboys did show some fight, so we're not going to bash them too bad. So you guys weigh in on this topic and let me know what you guys think about this, as the Dallas Cowboys have suffered another road loss and dropped down to 10-5 now, I believe. Yeesh. Like always, if you're rocking with this content, man, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my sports media content. Also, share the videos, man. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.